I guess fundamentally I'm just I'm naturally curatorial. I naturally keep hold of things. I always regarded everything as important that we generated, even if I wasn't aware of its immediate value. I thought, well, it might come in down the line. And so sort of the archive is very much based on my trying to keep a trace of everything that we've done at the park, and to try and tell the story of the park from its inception right through to the current day, through, for example, through press cuttings, through television programmes, through radio programmes, through interviews with artists and things like that. What I've always tried to do since joining the park was to make sure that things were documented, that every exhibition had a photographic profile and a paper trail. It's used as a memory bank by all the staff and by anyone interested in anything to do with the park. What we've always had to do at the park is use what we've done as a showcase for showing what we could do, and it is those images which have been able to persuade people to come and visit. And then, so it's impossible to say a moment. There have been so many terrible challenges over the years, but so many triumphs. I'd always been conscious of us making history. We started a very important scheme for long-term unemployed, and an archive had been part of that. But we lost that scheme late 80s because of political changes, and so no one had been able to do anything about the archive for about 2 years, and everything had been dumped, boxes floor to ceiling full of unidentified material. And I realised that I was the only person that could tackle that. I was the only person with the memory. I was the only person that would be able to identify that material. And that I felt it was so important and could be another level of our development. So I had to think long and hard about whether I could relinquish my full-time employment to go to part-time, whether the park was safe enough for me to relinquish its development at that point to move on to another area of development. We'd established security of tenure. We'd got the international dimension. We'd got the CV. Everybody now believed in us having a future. And I felt it was safe at that point to go sideways and do something new and rescue what had been done. And that's where I went in 91. So sorting out the archive, redeveloping it, and making sure that it's a relevant and very important piece of what YSP does on a daily basis. Because it is true that unless you understand the past, you really don't have a very promising future.